record. You said you're going to do something. That's all we can ever ask, right? Just something.
Uh, now my actually meeting, and I ain't wanting them to do that. Counsel it.
Say that again.
I was getting off the leaving the thing, and I said, no, I don't want to do that. So I had just counseled it.
Did you get your
See,
a little camera thing clean so it wouldn't be blurry?
wait just a second. Now I got this thing's got to go off. I like when I'm talking to you. That might even help me. Say,
Help
get
our
that
feelings?
thing off. I don't want to leave the meeting.
Nope.
I want to cancel it. I read.
I'll be so glad when election and Medicare open enrollment type things is gone. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's been a lot. Each year it feels like it's more and more, and this year, good gracious, every day when I get in my mailbox, there's about 4 or 5 different things.
I know. I know.
And we have multiples of all the things because of having multiple registered voters in our house. So, um, okay. Yeah, be glad when that's over. Also, I don't know if you're getting phone calls, but I want to make you aware of the website that's called donotcall.gov.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure that's
Okay.
what it is. Let me just get on the internet to make sure I'm not giving you false information. It's the Do Not Call Registry. Okay. Let me go back to Zoom and let me share my screen
Okay.
and show y'all. I know this isn't technically Tai Chi related, but it's all in the name of helping people, and that's just what we do here. So this right here is a website. It's called do not call.gov. And so if you get on this website, you can register your phone number and all of your phone numbers. You know, some people have a cell phone and a house phone. I registered my husband and my children whenever I did it. But you get on do not call.gov and you see, you just put register your phone. You can report calls, but there is no cost to do this. And it may take, what does it say? It may take like a few days or a certain amount of time. I'm sure it will tell you when you register. I can't remember. Um,
Okay.
but anyway, there that is to
Okay.
put your phone number on the do not call registry. One
Okay.
piece of good news is that I heard or read or something that telemarketers, that job is decreasing. So hopefully that means we'll get less and less calls.
Oh, I know. Oh,
But I follow some, I think it was on TikTok. It was like the top 10 jobs that are, increasing, and then the top 10 jobs that were decreasing. And I just remember telemarketing being one of them. And I
good.
was really glad for that. But just wanted to
Yeah.
remind y'all of that do not call.gov registry. And then maybe, if anything, it can help you not get the calls. And there's also a way through your phone, on your phone, some kind of setting. I don't know. I must have did it somehow because every now and again it'll pop up and it will say like you're getting a text from spam. Like it automatically filters it out
Potential spam.
so that I don't even see what it is. So
Oh,
that is another service that may be on your phone. So
okay.
there is our outside of Tai Chi tip. Uh, inside of Tai Chi, so Friday I got on and recorded Play the Lute. Because we're going
Oh,
to start getting started or we're going to start going through our advanced movements that start with brush knee and then play the lute, parry and punch. But I've never done the videos. I've only done brush knee. And so I went in to teach um, play the lute and I did a video and then I was like, I don't think that was very good. I don't know if it matched up to the brush knee video that I already did. And
I
I
still think
rewatched it and I did it. I watched it and I did it with the video and it was fine, but I think I'm gonna scratch those and just start all over because some of my verbiage has changed. And so that I'm gonna be working on. So there will be new videos in the tutorial section, the Tai Chi playlist, and this will be our advanced movements. If there is any video that you want, desire, if there's anything that you're interested in, let me know and I will take that note and do it. So I'm going to be working on that. There is a video of the advanced movements altogether, but I'm trying to work on the individual videos for each move. So y'all just let me know, okay?
all righty.
All right. Here we go. Let's
Can
get
you hear me now, baby?
I can hear you. And
But you don't see me.
I don't know if you're laying down or if you're sideways. There you go. I thought maybe you was laying down.
Okay. But I got Sarita and I want to comment.
Okay, go ahead, babe.
I love that pink shirt she's got on. Don't stop believing. That
Oh,
is, I love it. I just want to tell her it sure does make me feel good.
I love that. Well, you know, Miss Sharita wears pink during October.
yes.
Well, I know that part, but I was really talking about the writing on it.
Right. I like that too.
Yes.
Morning, Miss Lele.
Good morning.
Sing that. Did you get
I
it, baby?
I enjoyed when I didn't get back till about 3 o'clock. Well, I to log in. I enjoyed Miss Sylvia's conversation. She said everything I might would have said.
Aw.
I don't talk that much. I just listen. But I enjoy her conversation that she said.
Well, good. I know that she always has a way of making everybody feel loved and appreciated and make us feel good for everything that we do and contribute. Not just me as the teacher, but y'all as fellow classmates. You know, she just makes everybody feel important. And I love that. I love that we all feel that way. We look forward to this time together. That's big time. So I love being able to have that on recording to share. That if anybody ever wanted to shut us down, I would say, no, look what the difference we make in people's lives.
Oh, now I can see Miss Leslie Gibson. Is that right?
That's Miss.
Yes.
Yep, that's
I just want to say good morning to you too, honey.
Good morning.
I don't know who y'all was talking about. Surely it weren't my big mouth.
It was.
We love your big mouth, Miss Sylvia.
We do.
I just love this. It helps me not only that exercise.
Mhm.
I'm sitting in my recliner all the time, and when I do get up, I try to do little things
Uh-huh.
to keep moving, And I can do some things in my chair, but it ain't much. But this conversation is great.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, just remember as you move through life, whether you do Tai Chi or not, remember if you follow the principles of our Tai Chi, then you're going to get benefits of Tai Chi. And a lot of our Tai Chi teaches us body awareness and how we should hold our bodies as we move through life and how we should pace ourselves. We sometimes get in a really big hurry. And when we get in a hurry, that's when it can make us fall. For instance, I have fallen upstairs more than I have ever fallen downstairs because I'm trying to be in a hurry. So we go slow in Tai Chi, we slow down. Our body structure itself is upright posture. So we have good posture. We don't lean over. We keep our shoulders back and we think about that like a string that pulls up and down.
Whatever reason.
What happened?
I
Oh.
don't know.
But we think about also how far we space our feet. If we put our feet too close together, we're more likely to fall. So when you walk around in your house or outside of your home, you want to widen that stance, slow down, take smaller steps as you move. And you don't have to always empty step or step without immediately giving it weight. That may take you forever to get to the mailbox if you were to walk that way. But being very aware of foot placement, environment, making sure there's nothing for you to trip over, holes to fall in, just being aware of your environment and how you're holding your body. And those are big lessons we learn in Tai Chi. So thinking about that, getting that upright position where we are very stable, and we're going to start with our warm up stretches, beginning with our neck. We bring our hands up, palms down towards our chin and chest, push away from our bodies and follow those hands all the way down. You should feel a little stretch in the back of your neck. Don't forget to breathe. That's another lesson that Tai Chi helps us is to be aware of when you are holding your breath, to catch it and to continue to breathe. Our other neck exercise starts out that same way. When we look side to side, and we don't have to go as far as we can go. Just go until you feel that slight stretch. Come back to the front, side to side. You ever wake up in the morning and have a crink in your neck for no reason? Wonder what you did while you slept? All right, now for our shoulders. Let's roll those shoulders.
Yeah.
and roll them back. It's like a massage you give yourself. We roll forward and we roll back. Let's do our big shoulder circles. Inhale up and we turn and push them down. All right, for our spine, let's take our ball, separate those hands, push up and down at the same time, stretching that spine vertically, coming back to our ball and switch. In terms of breathing, I like to inhale as I come to my ball and exhale as I separate. And I just feel like I can get that, oh, that bigger stretch right there. All right, now let's go side to side. Shift, switch, side to side. Think about your core here. Engage those stomach muscles and those back muscles as you go side to side. It's that same move we do in waving hands in clouds. Our warm-ups prepare us for our Tai Chi moves. And this one right here is a lot like waving hands in clouds as we engage our stomach muscles. Back to center. Now let's work on our hips where we shift our weight to one leg, heel forward, hands back, pause in the middle, and toe back, hands forward. Keeping our bodies upright, resisting the urge to lean with that movement. Not holding our breath. Now let's go to the other side. Shift the weight, heel forward, hands back, pause, and toe back, hands forward. Nice deep breaths as we go through these warm-up stretches, stretching our major joints. All right, now let's shift side to side as we take our hands in the direction of the weight shift. Tap that foot out. Switch, shift to the other side. Notice no leaning. I'm continuing to keep my body upright. Now for our knees, loose fist at our hips. We shift, lift, tap and punch. Shift, lift, tap and punch. Again, reminding you to breathe. Keep our shoulders relaxed, upright posture. Now let's step out. Again, keeping upright, not leaning into the movement. Another key is keeping those feet flat on the floor through the weight shift. We're not completely shifting weight to that front leg. We still have some weight on that back leg. Just warming up our knee joints here. Reminding ourselves to breathe. Reminding ourselves not to clench our fist. It's a loose fist. We're not really punching people. Imagine if we were, we probably would clench our fist, wouldn't we? All right. Heel toe for our ankle. Heel toe. Shift the weight, heel toe. Bring it back, shift the weight, and now big toe, little toe. So side to side. Bring it back, shift, little toe, big toe. All right, that's our warm-ups of all of our major joints. Now we're ready to go through our Tai Chi basic 6 movements. So we'll practice this a few times, but we're going to start diving into our advanced 6 movements. So here we go, starting with commencement. Have our body structure, upright posture. Remember, as we transfer weight, we fully shift the weight, and then we'll step, but we step empty. Then we give it weight. Our movements are slow, smooth, continuous in nature. We keep open joints. We breathe throughout. So here we go. Let's begin and commence. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Remember, there's 6 steps here. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Close it out. Hopefully you feel this getting a lot shorter because you've learned it more and more. Let's do it again. And commence. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. So one thing I want to remind you is as you Tai Chi walk, as you step out, there's an empty step. Then you shift. Follow step is empty. So we give that foot a second before we give it weight. So that's the nature of our stepping in Tai Chi as we Tai Chi walk. This is just a great way to practice that movement and also develop muscle strength and stability in keeping ourselves balanced. So the more you can just practice Tai Chi walking to the side, the better off you're going to be. And that's just without the hand movements. Of course, when we add our hand movements, I want you to think about gentle resistance in engaging this muscle. This is what I was talking about in the warm-up. As you go side to side, really tightening up these muscles right here and pushing yourself to the side. Now, can you turn without engaging all of these muscles? Yeah, you can. I mean, of course, you're going to engage some type of muscle, but when you really tighten it and really kind of think of it as a push to the side, then you're using that muscle even more. I can feel all these muscles working. I can even feel them back here. Now, if you have muscles that are strong back here and here, it's going to keep you upright. You're strong and you can hold yourself upright. So when you feel yourself fall, you engage those muscles and you pull yourself back up. But you can't do that unless your muscles have the strength to do that. Now, you hope you never have to recover from as you fall. But if you ever do, then you have some strength to hold yourself and pull yourself back up. So this one movement, waving hands in clouds, can help you with falls prevention. Even if you don't know how to do all the parts of our Tai Chi. Simply walking to the side, empty step before you shift, step empty, shift, and then turn side to side, even if you're not doing them both at the same time. So now there I isolated the footwork. Now I'm isolating the upper body movement. You see that? Or that's the same movement as our warm-up, holding our ball going side to side, utilizing these muscles. So I love for you to learn Tai Chi. However, what I really want you to do is to not fall, to be strong in your body so that you can hold your body upright and you're less likely to fall.
I want some.
Ma'am?
I want some.
Okay. That's water. Only on Wednesdays do I fill it with vodka. Missed it by one day. I'm just kidding. It's water. It's always water. But y'all look how cute this is. It says, "How's your mom and them?" Sunshine. Sunshine, please. And then that's my initials. Y'all know I love sunshine. All right. I try to be sunshine is what I try to be.
Wow.
All right, here we go. From the top again. Taking those practical things I'm talking about as you do your waving hands in clouds. Because our goal is to improve our strength so we have better balance. All right, here we go. And commence. Wait, open and close. Single whip. Waving hands and clouds. I think I did one extra. Didn't hurt anything. Open and close. Single whip. Waving hands and clouds. All right, we're going to do it 2 more times. And then we're going to start learning brush knee. Whoops, from the top. Commence. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands and clouds. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands and clouds. Let's do it one more time. This time I'm not going to talk. Just follow me. And commence. All right, how are we feeling about our basic 6? We feel good about that? We ready to move on and learn advanced 6, or at least the start of it? All I hear is cheers and yes and oh, I can't wait. That's all I just heard. I don't know if y'all heard it, but I did. I just heard woo. I saw pom poms, I think. I mean, it was wild.
You are so sweet.
Sweeter than Nana Pudding.
Got these machines out here that's drowning me out.
Oh, goodness. What are they doing?
I have no idea. They're pumping something or I don't know.
Well, that I don't hear it, but it may be
Oh,
distracting to you.
good then.
All right, so I'm going to show you what our next move is. Now, keeping in mind that those moves that we had just finished learning is our basic 6. That is also the intended seated Tai Chi. When Dr. Lamb talks and refers to seated Tai Chi, it is those first 6 moves. These next 6 moves are advanced 6. Now we know by hearing that word advanced that they're going to be a lot more challenging. So what we do in advanced moves is we start facing forward and then we go to the left and we do some things. Then we come back to the front and then we go to the right and we do some things. So you see, we go places in our advanced 6 movement. So that makes it more challenging. So one thing that I love about advanced 6 is shift forward and shift back. And we do a lot of that. We're in a staggered stance. We step out into a staggered stance and we shift. And sometimes we step, shift, and step. But we're going forward and then sometimes we step back and shift back. I love that about that move. It makes it feel like we're dancing with that forward and back. The way our hands move in advanced 6 feels like a fight. You know, Tai Chi has its basis in martial art. And so these are the movements that I feel like a fight, like we're doing martial arts. So let me just show you all of the advanced 6 first, and then we'll break it down. I think that's a great idea. So here we go. We're coming from open and close, and y'all can just watch. Unless you already know it, you can join in. I'll call out the moves. Brush knee. That's the one we're going to learn first. Play the lute. Parry punch. Locking close. Push the tiger. To the front, which is not a move. I just call it that, to the front. Open and close. Brush knee. Play the lute. Parry punch. Locking close. Push the tiger. To the front. Open, close. So those are our advanced 6. We go to the left first, and then we do them to the right. And if you notice what I was talking about with that fight thing, we go on an attack, and then, man, we've made our opponent mad. Now they're coming at us, so we go step back. Now they've come at us. Now we're ready to come back at them. So we hit them with this and a punch. Well, now we've made them mad. So now we got to go, woo, back up. Now we're going to finish them off and be done. So you see there's that kind of fight component to our advanced 6. I really think it makes these movements fun. Whether you think of it as a dance or a fight, there's just a lot more dynamic to these movements than our basic 6. So That being said, be patient with yourself in learning these movements. So we're going to start with brush knee. Now we're coming from open and close at the end of our basic 6. We're in this position. Our weight is in both legs. So we're in this stance. We're going to shift our weight to our left leg, and we're going to turn that right toe in. And so your heel stays on the ground, and you pivot that right foot on the heel. So you turn that toe in. So yes, we shifted our weight to this left leg, but that heel is still on the ground. So there's a tiny, tiny bit of weight still there as you turn that toe in. Now that may feel a little bit awkward, but when I think about that toe turning, I think of that toe as an arrow. So I'm turning that toe that way to our left because that's the way we're headed. So there's our arrow. We're trying to go that way. If I didn't turn that right toe in, then when I went to do this part and step, that puts this leg in a really awkward position. So instead, I turn it towards the left. Then when I get ready to step, it doesn't feel so awkward. So I'm preparing it to go in the left direction. That's why we turn that toe. And we keep that heel on the floor as we turn that toe, right? All right, so that's what's happening with our feet when we shift left, right toe in. So we shift left, right toe in. Now we're going to shift right. We're going to bring this left foot back. Now that is not a stable stance, so we don't stay there very long because we're going to step to the left, shift left, and then follow step right. So now we've went from facing the front to facing the left. So that's how we get our feet there. Again, just our feet. We shift left, turn right. Shift right, bring that left foot back, step left, shift left, and follow step right. So when I just follow step right, I gave no weight to that right foot. My left foot is holding all of my weight. Notice I said follow step. Every time I'll say follow step left or follow step right, that is going to be the first move of our next move. So that's usually follow step is the period at the end of a movement. That's that last thing you do at the end of that movement. Follow step. Boom. That's the period. So again, our feet, we shift left, right toe in, shift right, bring that left foot back, step left, shift, and follow step. So we know we're done. We're done. That's what our feet do in brush knee. What do our hands do? Well, they're starting out here. Remember, our goal is to start facing the front and end facing the left. So we're here. You know, we turned in that right toe, our right hand. At the moment we turn in that right toe, we're going to reach that right hand out. Now notice by saying the word reach and saying it that way in such drama, it makes us use that gentle resistance. So reach. This left hand is going to come down and protect my elbow. So as I reach right, my left hand comes to my elbow. So we're from here to reach, protect the elbow. All right, easy enough, right? Reach. All right. Next, we're going to take our left hand, bring it to our hip. And this right hand, we're going to take it, and depending on the mobility you have in your shoulder, will determine what this movement looks like. So this will come around, and then when I get about to my shoulder, I'm going to push, boom. And notice I still kept that soft bend in my elbow. I didn't go straight out. I came around and pushed, and I finished before I straightened out my arm. All right, so here, reach, protect elbow. Left hand to my hip. Bring my right hand around and push through. So that's what's happening with our hands. Now, I stayed forward. I showed you what that movement looks like forward, but you know we're going to the left. So here's what it looks like together, and then I'll talk you through that. Here's brush knee. Shift, right toe in and reach. Shift right, separate. So I bring that left foot and that left hand back. I call it separate and prepare. Then I step left, bring that right hand around, shift to that left foot as I push my right, and then follow step right.
So sweet.
That's a neat move, isn't it? All right, so that's brush knee. All right, here we go. So we shift left, turn that right toe in and reach that right hand out. Left hand goes to our elbow. Shift right, bring that left foot, left hand back. Step left, bring that right hand around and push as I shift. Follow step right. So we ended to the left. Is that clear as mud?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's do it again. Here we go. Shift, turn and reach. Shift, separate, prepare. Step, bring it around. Shift as I push. Follow step. Again, shift left, right toe in and reach. Shift right, left foot, left hand back. Step left, bring this right around. Shift as I push that right hand. Follow step left. How is that? Is it all coming back to you, Sharita? It takes time. All right, here we go. It takes time to pull these together. I just want to remind you, it's an advanced movement. And in our advanced movement, I feel like this is our most difficult move because we change direction. We go from facing the front to facing the left without just jumping, because that's not very Tai Chi of us, right? All right, so here we go. Shift, left toe in, reach. Shift, separate, prepare. Step, bring this right hand around. shift as I push, and follow step. Again. So I purposely did that without talking. You may find different words that work better for you. Shift. Like when I first started, I talked about this move as laying hands. So to me, it felt kind of like dominoes here and bing. And then I thought about this movement as throwing a pitch, even though that's not really how you throw a pitch. As a baseball mom, that was just the kind of that motion of coming around and throwing. Bring it around and throw that pitch. Now, if you're right-handed, that first way is going to feel very natural because you're used to throwing with your right hand. When we do it the other way, you may feel a little bit awkward when you bring the left hand around and push the left hand. So I have found that in teaching that my left-handed people struggle with that first move, throwing like that or bringing that right hand around and pushing. Like that doesn't feel very natural to you. Now, if you're right-handed and it doesn't feel natural, that's fine. It's Tai Chi. It's not natural. We haven't been doing this a long time. All right, so here is our brush knee move. Shift left. Right toe in and reach or lay hands, whatever works for you. Shift right, separate and prepare. Bringing that left hand and left foot back. Step left, bring this right hand around, and you can either push or throw your pitch. Follow step. Whatever wording works better. All right, let's do it one more time and then give it a break. Brush knee. Shift. Right toe in and reach. Shift. Separate, prepare. Step. Bring this around. Push and follow step. That'll wear you out, won't it? But just know that that move is the most difficult. And we may not know it perfect yet. May not ever know it perfect, and that's okay. But our next move is play the lute. And so play the lute. Here's the end of brush knee. Play the lute is this. Now that's a lot more simple than brush knee, isn't it? So here I end with the follow step right and my right hand out, my left hand's by my hips. I'm going to step back right and I'm going to turn my hands. So from the front, it looks like this. My hands went from here to here. Now my hands are going to pass each other. Boom, 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 boom. And when I get to my elbow, that's when I'm going to stop. That ends the play the lute. So it almost feels like you're strumming a harp, doesn't it? So I'm here, boom, strum the harp, there. But remember, I keep my hand at my elbow because we're in this fight we're not really having, and we're protecting our elbow. So you don't come back here, you don't really reach out because then your arm is open for your enemy. You keep your hand there, protecting your elbow. So just know that. We'll walk you through that next week with adding it to our brush knee, but it's as simple as that. Step back, turn hands, shift as the hands pass, get to that elbow and follow step. So it's a lot more simple. All right, let's go back to our basic 6, add in our brush knee, and then we'll cool down. All right, here we go. From the top and commence. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Now I got to move my body over here for brush knee. Here we go. Brush knee. Shift. Right toe in and reach. Shift. Separate, prepare. Step. Bring that right hand around. Push and follow step. So there's our first move of our advanced 6 movements. We're in week 9. So we have 6 more weeks to go, and we will keep practicing and doing what all we can to learn and practice. All right, let's cool down by giving ourselves a good fist massage. Does anybody have any questions about our new move or any thoughts about it? Other than all the pom-poms and excitement. Now the pom-poms are like metallic and sparkly now with lights. All right. Gather tension and then let it go. We don't want to live with tension, y'all. Tension can cause pain, and we don't want pain. Tense and relax. Inhale. Exhale as we push. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. We take our right fist, that represents our strength. Our left fingers together represents our friendship. Our thumb in, our humility. And we put those together in mutual respect. We say namaste. So there you go. We learned something new today. I'm proud of y'all for giving it a try, because they are advanced movements. So that means they are more difficult. Next, we will do it again next week. It'll be election day. And then after that, we can stop with all the ads and calls and commercials and mail, just the inundation of all the things that we don't know if it's truth or not, do we, y'all? Oh, but I love y'all. And if y'all need me, let me know, okay?
All right.
All right.
Bye, Miss Fabia.
Bye. Have a good week.
Okay, bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Next week I'll be in Alabama.
Well, you can sign into class in Alabama if you want to.
Okay. My granddaughter, she's gonna help.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to have her.
Okay.
All right, y'all. And have a safe trip, Miss Lily.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.